Hi there. Yep, if you'd like to come in and take a seat, that'd be great. Thank you. Okay, okay, let me formally introduce myself. My name is Simon Wells, and I am the administrative assistant here at Miss Robichaux's Academy for Exceptional Young Ladies. Yes, your name is... I did have a list somewhere on my desk. Where is it? Where? Yes, thank you for letting me know your name. Yes, so, first of all, welcome to the Academy. Well, I suppose welcome to the Coven is what was traditionally used by Miss Robichaux, if there even was a Miss Robichaux, in the past. Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so, you have been identified as someone with a massive spiritual and magical potential. Okay. I know that we outlined this briefly in our letter, and this is more of an introductory visit to see if you believe that the Academy would be a right fit for you. Yeah. All right, that's great. Do you have your letter with you, just so I can double check against our records? Yeah. All right. Thank you. Yes, that is lovely. Thank you very much. Okay, so if you chose to come to the academy, then we would train you, and we would really train you in whatever your particular magical ability is, as well as training within the what we call the Seven Wonders. Hmm? Oh, was that not outlined in the no, that was not in the letter. I'm so sorry. We've just really set up the admissions office, so things are a little bit hectic at the moment. Okay then, so the Seven Wonders are seven naturally performing abilities that are found in some degree with every confirmed witch or Wiccan. The name Seven Wonders comes from the ability of each coven's reigning supreme, and the supreme is the head person. In this case, it's Miss Fox. Well, Miss Good. I apologise. Where was I? I'm sorry. I'm such a scatterbrain. Oof. Why'd they ever put me in charge of admin? I have no idea. Yes, so the Supreme is able to perform all seven of the Seven Wonders, and this identifies her, or very, very occasionally him, if it's a Warlock Academy, as the chosen leader, as dictated by whatever force gives us power. I will properly go through the Seven Wonders with you in a little while, but first of all, I'm just going to make a note of all your personal details, if that's alright. Fabulous, yes. I know, the candles smell nice. A witch here, she enchanted them. Apparently Halloween, everything needs to smell like pumpkin, so... no, I am more of a vanilla man myself. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so I've already got your name. Can I get your date of birth, please? Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Okay. Okay. Can I also get your address and zip code, if that's okay? No, I'm not from the United States. No, no, tell you what, how about we save that for later in the interview? I just really want to make sure I get all this information down before my brain starts going all over the place again. Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much. Okay. Do you know currently if you are expressing any powers or abilities or? Okay. Not that you're currently aware of. That's fine. A lot of our students don't express any immediate magical potential when they first come to the academy, but as soon as they're in an environment with other students, it often kickstarts their latent talents. So I am fairly confident that this would happen to you. Yes, yes, of course. Okay, so all I need at the moment is then just your social security number and next of kin. Yeah, you can fill that in. Okay. Did you have a nice journey to the academy? Yes, it's not a bad day for it actually. Yeah, October's normally such a cold month, but in New Orleans it's fairly warm actually. Back home in the United Kingdom, it's especially chilly, so I'm very grateful that I didn't have to bring several coats and scarves over with me. Yeah, no, that's fine. You can completely ask that. I came over as administrative help because Miss Good and her fellow council members are currently busy training students and working on other issues on expanding the academy. So they brought me in as a consultancy expert slash well-regarded administrator to help tackle the influx of students. Yes. I do have some ability, but if it's alright, I'd rather not say. I hope that's okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for filling that in. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I will explain to you the Seven Wonders, and then I will explain to you a little bit more about what the Academy does. Okay? Okay, so the Seven Wonders are seven magical abilities that students can train themselves in, and that are considered to be kind of the hallmarks of any competent witch. Some can do one, some can do two, some can do six, and if someone can do all seven, then they may choose to undergo the test of the Seven Wonders to see if they may be the next supreme. Yep. Okay, so the first one you may have heard of, which is pyrokinesis, and that is, yeah, that's right. Starting fires, something I'm very grateful for in this very beautiful building is in fact a lot of it you can just slooch like scorch marks off the walls from when people are training. But they also have effigies set up in the background for you to practice on. Yeah. Yeah, another power is called concilium. Now, this is the ability to take control of someone's physical body and make them, make them do whatever you want. So, almost like they're a puppet on a string, and you're the puppeteer. Yep. Okay. Okay. The next ability is telekinesis, which you may have seen a lot in films and such forth. That is, it's the ability to manipulate objects with the mind, so making stuff levitate, float, move. That's a very common power amongst our students, so I won't be surprised if when you or if you decide to join, you may find yourself actually, experiencing that from an early stage. Okay. There is divination, one of the trickiest of the seven wonders, and this is the ability to acquire direct knowledge about an object or a location or a person or something other than using physical senses. So, for example, if you're able to touch something and are able to understand where it's come from, or if you're able to, let's say you walk into a room and you're instantly able to tell what happened there decades ago, or if you are able to hold someone's hand and divine the true information from them, the secrets, then that would be considered divination. Of course, all of the seven wonders can take slightly different forms or variations depending on who is exercising these powers, but the seven wonders, of course, will fall into 7 categories. The next is transmutation. Now, transmutation is known more commonly, particularly among the human world, as teleportation. It's one of the powers that I believe most people wish they could have in the world, being able to zip back and forth. It's a particularly draining power from what I'm told. I've never been able to achieve it myself, but yes, it's a particularly useful one, and it really is a joy to behold to see the students when they're practicing it. It's a lot of fun. Just stay away from the iron gates. I'm sure one of the other girls will explain why. Okay. Now, the 6th wonder is called Descensum. Now, as you may guess from the title, it means to descend. However, this isn't a physical descending. You don't melt through the floor onto the floor below. Descensum is a spiritual descent, and you enter the underworld or the afterlife, which we know a little bit more about than humans, but still not a massive amount. It's often considered to be one of the deadliest and the most dangerous 7th wonder to perform, because a lot of the students who attempt this die doing so. Well, the thing about travelling to the underworld is that your body doesn't go with you, and if your soul isn't back in your body by sunrise, is it sunrise? I apologise, I can never remember if it's sunrise or sunset. I believe it's sunset. Okay. Apologies, my brain is just all over the place today. Yes, so if a student's soul is not back by the time the time runs out, then their bodies tend to dematerialize. They disintegrate, basically. So yeah, we've certainly had students who've shown a proficiency for it, and more than adept at doing it. But then equally, we've had students who have pushed themselves too far and have sadly lost their lives at the hands of this ability. Anyway, taking you on to the final 7th wonder, my personal favourite, Vitalum Vitalis. Now, this is what is technically described as the balancing of the scales between one life force and another, or the ability to heal and bring people back from the dead or from the brink of death. Yes. Yes. The only downside, and it is a rather strong downside, I must warn you before you start attempting Vitalum Vitalis, is that in giving life force to a dead or grievously injured person or being or whatever, it does have the side effect of draining your own life force. So if you push too hard, you may save that person's life, but at the cost of your own. But several of our students are quite adept at Vitalum Vitalis, and serve as a rather useful infirmary for smaller injuries. Yes. Yes. Okay, so those are the 7 wonders. However, I would, as I've said previously, a lot of students have their own unusual powers, like their own defining abilities. Yes. So, for example, one of the council members has the latent, well, previously latent, now predominant ability of injury transference, which means that whenever she injures herself, if she directs it at someone, the injury will be transferred to their body. So, yeah, I believe she described herself as a human voodoo doll several years ago. It's a very, very cool ability to have, but sadly I don't think you can learn that one. What else? I'm currently going through our current Roger. Huh. Okay. So we have students here who can experience clairvoyance, who experience power negation. Clairvoyance is the ability to read someone's mind, and power negation is the ability to cancel out someone's magic in full flow, as it were, temporarily. There's no such thing as being able to completely block out someone's abilities, but it's a temporary block. Yeah. There is the sight, which is very similar to divination. But this is more touching someone and feeling something significant in their past, both positive and negative. Yeah, so those are just some of the abilities that we have at the academy in our students. In terms of education, we obviously train in learning abilities and so forth, but we also make sure that our students have a strong focus on potions. So they have some kind of training in potion craft, because we believe that a witch should have more than one, quiver to her arrow, or one bow to her quiver. What is the expression? Never mind. And then spellcraft and performing rituals, which will be led under very supervised conditions. Okay. Yeah, I know it's a lot to take in. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I know that the introduction to the witch thing must be such an overwhelming experience for you, and I really, really want you to take the time out and consider whether or not this is something you would like to be a part of. I mean, from what I can tell, you're not extremely local to the academy, so you probably won't be able to just come in for the day classes and then, go home in the evening like in a regular school or academy. We would advise boarding here. We certainly have the space. We're renovating all the time and expanding the academy. So there's plenty of room for our students. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear you say that. Yes, we did have trouble a few years ago, but thanks to the efforts of our current reigning supreme and let's call it a very good turnover, and yeah, things are much better now. Yeah, much safer. I can assure you that for as long as you're training here, the likelihood of you dying is minimal at best. Well, maybe like a third, quarter. Let's say a quarter. And that's only if you're even remotely, kind of haphazard or lazy with how you use spells around here. Yes, no, we get the American Hogwarts title a lot. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, I can absolutely read them out to you again. So you can do your own research. Yeah. So it was pyrokinesis. Then it was concilium. Then it was telekinesis, divination, transmutation, descensum, and then finally it was vitalum vitalis. Yeah. No, that's that's absolutely fine. Yeah, feel free. Yeah. Please do. Please do. So yeah, I will give you back your letter as soon as I can find it. Oh, yeah, it's right in front of me. Sorry about that. Yeah, so obviously you know our email address, and you know our phone number, and obviously now you know where we are in New Orleans. So yeah, I would love it if you chose to come and train and learn at the academy and became part of the Coven. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's absolutely great. I'm glad that you're getting such a positive vibe from here. Yeah, no, that's great. Okay. Yes, I do. I have 12 more applicants to see in the next 4 hours. So, yeah. No, I enjoy my job. So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And I really, truly do hope you had a nice time. Okay. It's been lovely seeing you. Okay. Bye now. Bye. Ah, witches.